There's a New York woman, 20, who lied about rapes, appears to roll her eyes in court as she's jailed for a year. No remorse, no repenting, none of that. It's always somebody else's fault, you know. Okay, let's see. A woman who lied about being raped by two men during a college party appeared to roll her eyes as one of the victims talked about how the allegations affected his life. Nikki Jovino, 20, of South Sediuket, New York, was sentenced Thursday in Bridgeport Superior Court to 3 years in prison, with the sentence suspended after she serves 1 year. So that's it. That's all she gets for ruining somebody's life. This is what she gets, ruining 2 lives. But this is all she gets. Unbelievable. Jovino, attending Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, when she reported being raped by 2 school football players in the bathroom at an off-campus party in Bridgeport in October of 2016. I will say this though. We as men, we got to be careful at these parties, man. When you're at these parties, because the same thing happened with Jameis Winston. You at these parties, man, you have to be careful to not go nowhere by yourself with no female, especially no young 19, 20-something-year-old female, man. And at the time, I believe she was 18. Because she can change her mind and say they assaulted me. Shout out to Ill Wills that's trying to get the donation train started, moving in the right direction. Salute, Jay. Well, I appreciate that, Ill Wills. Let's get the let's get it started, man. Ill Wills is going on a limb. He's getting it started. So hopefully y'all help him out too, him and Troy. You got to be careful, man. Don't go into no closed spaces with none of these young girls. You could be having a conversation with her. You can give her a hug. But as soon as something goes wrong or she has some type of regret or people are calling her a hoe, she's going to take it out on you. She's going to take it out on you. Because she feels like, people are going to listen to her. People are going to take her side. And the reality is, in these type of situations, yeah, they are going to take her side. And that's what happened. That's why they kicked those guys off campus, even though soon after the situation started, they found out she was lying. The 2 men both admitted to having sex with her, but said they encounter was consensual. Jovino subsequently admitted to making up the claims so she wouldn't lose a potential boyfriend. So her trying to get the attention of one guy, okay, is basically worth one person or 2 people losing their respective careers, okay? Listen, don't ask me about the volume. I know the volume is not the highest, okay? Some of y'all need to stop having earphones in all day, okay? It does fuck with your hearing. So in this situation, they should have immediately kicked her off campus, but I don't think that, from what I understand, I don't believe they did so. I think she was arrested. I don't think she probably still got she's probably still enrolled in that school now. As the way things work sometimes, she's probably enrolled in that school right now. Shout out to Wayne Tillman says, word up, Jay. Where is the Me Too movement now? The Me Too movement is more men are starting to be a part of that movement than women. Everybody said the sound is good. That's cool. So mods, I got a job for y'all. If anybody come in the chat with that get louder or be louder bullshit, you get them out of here because they're just trolling. Okay, let's see. Although the players were never arrested, both of them withdrew from the school while facing possible discipline, and one of them lost his football scholarship. They should have never had to withdraw from school in the first place. They should have never had to withdraw from school at all. But what I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. They gave them two choices. They say, well, we can suspend you, or we can let you go. So we're gonna put the choice in your hands. And they probably decided, well, I'll just leave because I don't want to face the scrutiny of my fellow classmates. Because I bet you a lot of people turned on them, probably very, very quickly, She admitted that she made up the allegation of sexual assault against the football players because it was the first thing that came to mind, and she didn't want to lose another male student as a friend and potential boyfriend, the arrest affidavit said. So because she didn't want to lose out on a guy she had in the friend zone, she was willing to lie. These potential boyfriends, y'all notice that women will have these potential boyfriends, these guys on the side that they're grooming to be the next guy up. Have y'all noticed that? They're grooming these guys to basically be their boyfriends. And that's what it looked like in this situation, because she felt like she was going to lose out on a guy that she's been grooming to be her boyfriend. She felt like these guys, their college life was worth being sacrificed to make her look good. And that's what happens when you have a young female with no common sense, who don't know how to think, who don't know what she's doing, but trying to be manipulative. See, this is why I tell y'all, women will be working themselves into a relationship. And then what will happen is that they will be screwing other dudes on the side. They will be trying to be in a relationship with a guy, talking about, let's be celibate until marriage. They will lie to your face and tell you that they're not sleeping with anybody else. They will literally lie to your face and say that they're not sleeping with nobody else, when that's a total lie. They are sleeping with other dudes. And in this situation, she was out getting, having sex with not just one, but two different dudes in the same night. If that's not thought behavior from a then 18-year-old, I don't know what is. I'm telling you, when these girls get to college, they wild out. Man, they get ran through. She was getting ran through, but I think that guy was gonna find out. That guy was gonna find out, and she was embarrassed, so she tried to get ahead of it and lie on these two individuals who all they wanted to do was get a nut off. And I think that they're going to remember this for the rest of their life. Malik St. Hilaire, who had not been identified until he came forward to speak at the sentencing hearing, said, "I went from being a college student to sitting at home being expelled with no way to clear my name." He added, "I just hope she knows what she has done to me. My life will never be the same. I did nothing wrong, but everything has been altered because of this." And that is, and that's troubling. And y'all know what's really more troubling? I bet the majority of the people in that courtroom, or at least half of them, probably didn't even care. They probably weren't even remorseful for her sake, on this situation, because in their minds only women are victims, which is a total lie. Women go out there, they go out their way to be some of the most disruptive, idiotic people that you would ever want to be around, always blaming people for their mistakes. You're screwing two dudes in the same night when you're 18 years old, and she was afraid that this guy who she was grooming to be a boyfriend was going to find out how big of a hoe she was. He was going to find out how big of a hoe she was. And she couldn't let that happen. She was not going to let that happen. So ruining these two dudes' life, she feels like was worth it. And it's sickening. The second player, who remains unidentified, had a statement read by his lawyer, Frank Riccio, which detailed how he had suffered from depression, anxiety, and embarrassment after losing his scholarship and has now $30,000 in debt. That's a damn shame. That university needs to clear this, because Sacred Heart could get sued for this. They need to clear this up. And I'm surprised these guys haven't sued yet. Maybe after this they will, but why is he $30,000 in debt? I thought a scholarship means that your place at that university is paid for. The two players are moving forward with a civil suit against Jovino. No, you need to sue that university, okay? Sue the university. Sue them both, okay? Sue them both. Speaking after the sentencing, O'Neal said it was a difficult day for Nikki and her family, and that her willingness to accept the plea deal reflects on her accountability for what happened. No, she took the plea deal because she had no choice. She had no choice in the matter. She's going down for this, whether she accepts it or not. That's the best decision in her life, was to take a plea deal, because she's only going to get a year if she does that. Senior Assistant State's Attorney Tiana Messina told the judge it was not an easy charging decision, but with the evidence we had against Miss Jovino, we do believe this deposition is both fair and appropriate. Messina said many true victims of sexual assault are often disbelieved, but this is because of cases like this and the impact they have on the public's perception. Miss Jovino's actions are a disservice to those true victims, in addition to the two young men whose lives were greatly affected, and that was not something that could have been ignored. And that is from this article from Fox News. And she's in court rolling her eyes. You know, everybody's going to know you as a liar and a manipulator. You may serve that 1 year in jail, but they're going to know you for exactly what you are. Okay? You're an 18-year-old getting plowed by two dudes in a bathroom. Okay? That's what you're going to be known for. Also for lying on these two guys and ruining their lives. Any man that marries you is the type of guy who gets what he gets. And I'm being serious, because he obviously doesn't understand the type of woman that he's dealing with. And there's going to be some guy who's going to deal with her because she's still young, and they're still going to want to have sex with her. Just look at all those men that showed up to meet that woman from Tinder. Those are and stayed, didn't leave when they found out it was a joke. They stayed because they're beta males, because they're simpery. Any type of attention from a woman is good attention to them. They have low self-esteem. Women out here ruining men's careers, their marriages, their lives. And these particular females are unremorseful. And you wonder why men are going their own way? You wonder why men are staying as far away from marriage as they possibly can? Why would they want to get married? Why would they want to have relations with somebody who's especially somebody who's young? This is why a lot of men don't take young women seriously, because a lot of young women are double-minded. Like, they always look for reasons to get out of things if it makes them look bad. This situation does make women look bad. Not all women, but it makes women like this look bad. But you gotta look for the signs, man. If a woman shows feminist ideology, you better not put your dick nowhere near her. Don't put your dick anywhere near her, because she will change her mind and she will make it into a situation of victimhood. All these women are part of this Me Too movement. There's a good portion of those women that were never victims. They were just women who tried to use their bodies for come-ups. And when there was nothing to come up on, now all of a sudden they're victims. Now they're victims. Now, you know, they're seeking some type of financial gain and to ruin the lives of the men who they felt like used them. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. You know, American culture is getting worse because it's becoming acceptable for women to lie and manipulate and apologize their way out of situations. This is a situation that this woman should never be able to apologize her way out of. She chose how she wanted to live her life. She wanted to live her life manipulative. She wanted to live her life, you know, having sex with two dudes at the same time or in the same bathroom in the same night, while trying to get into a serious relationship with another who will never get into a relationship with you now. But we never know. You know, men these days, you know, you never know. You know, you just never know. But this is to you brothers. I know that these guys are young, okay? But this would be a good time for them to have a father in their life, because I'm pretty sure a father would tell them, be careful of sleeping with these women on these college campuses. Do not be anywhere. What they'll probably say is, don't sleep with a girl that ain't your girlfriend. Don't have sex with a woman who's not your girlfriend. Okay, Lady Mocha, that's cool. Shout out to all the new people in the chat and listening live. Because a father would be like, dude, you're a young black man. Be careful. You're going to a university called Sacred Heart. I don't think it's a lot of brothers up there. And you do the slightest thing wrong, they're going to kick you off, not only off the team if you're on scholarship, but they're going to kick you out the university. And then what you're going to have? What are you going to have? Don't sleep with no chick that ain't your girlfriend, bro. Or who has not, you know, confirmed that she would have relations with you either through text message or through anything else. So I just think that this situation just shows how far things have gotten out of hand. Things have gotten completely out of hand. Women are accusing men of anything nowadays. Whether it be true, whether it be a lie, I mean, does it matter anymore? Because in any situation, when we have a lot to lose as men, we have to make sure that nobody messes it up for us. Not men nor women. So what we have nowadays is we need to, as men, we have to group together. And we have to really decide how we're going to maneuver when we are in a workplace or in a college campus nowadays, because nobody's safe, especially in college campuses, in the workplace. You make any false move as a man, they're going to use it against you. But you got so many weak men, they will turn on you just like that. Just for a little bit of attention from a female. They will turn on you in a second. This female is not even that attractive. She's 20 years old and her best years are behind her. She probably looked her best when she was 18 on her first year in college, when she was getting, you know, double teamed by those brothers. And the thing is that you look at these pictures, she looks a lot bigger in these court pictures than she did in her earlier pictures when she took the selfie with the dress on. So her best years are behind her. It only gonna go downhill from here. But there's probably gonna be some sucker who's gonna try to save her. Now I don't know. Now if she comes from a well-off family, they'll find somebody for her. That's what rich families do. They'll find a mate for you. Okay. But in this situation, this is gonna follow her. She may have, what she might do is she might change her name. She might change her hair color. She might move to a different state. That stuff happens too. She may do that too. She might try to change her identity. But at the end of the day, your face is out there. Your name is out there. You ruin the lives of these two guys who are always going to be known as sexual assaulters or were accused of it. From what I understand, I could agree with that. Ill Wills, you know, some of those guys over there, they you can tell that they've had more women in their life than men, and I'm not talking about dating wise. Just like I'm telling y'all, just like the guys that showed up to meet that girl for the date, there's going to be some guy who's going to listen, man. It's just like when I did the live stream, right? About all the attractive women that were arrested and they had their mugshots up. Y'all remember that stream, right? You know, and I bet you that there were dudes, and I haven't said it because one of the mugshots of when these females went viral, there were dudes literally going to send that chick money, even though she wasn't even in jail anymore, because dudes are willing to give money to a woman just based off of how she looks. Look at Twitch. I mean, women are making money just by showing their boobs off on these streaming while they're streaming games that they can barely play. They can't even tell you what the game is about. But they can't even tell you what the game is about. But they sit up there streaming and they're getting thousands of dollars. Like, they're giving this money. Dudes, I don't know what it is about attractive women. Dudes are willing to give a woman money just for being attractive. That's why you got other women who aren't attractive claiming that they get money for nothing, you know, because they see that. Okay, Jalen. So there are dudes who are willing to save these heifers and trying to resurrect them or trying to change their life. You can't change evil. You can't change somebody who's chosen to be destructive. You can't change that. But who paid for those boobs? Probably the guys in those streams. They probably paid for it. Or, you know, some stuff offline, you know. My titty streamers. Titty streamers. There's a sucker born every single day, y'all. There is a sucker born every single day that is ready and willing to go save one of these heifers who have ruined themselves, you know, even though she has ruined other people. We have to take that into consideration. This chick right here, somebody's probably going to marry her because of her age. Because of her age and because she's not considered old, they're going to want to save her, you know. They're going to want to say, you know what, she used to look good. Maybe we can get her back to that. Maybe we can get her back to where she was looking good and we can sort of rehabilitate her look and her reputation, which will never happen. That's the problem these days. No, this is the girl from the Sacred Heart situation. Sacred Heart is a school. I think it's the same one, but it was never Stony Brook. It was always Sacred Heart. We call them thought targets. Well, people see her face. They know what she looks like. There's no fixing this. There's no fixing this. She has chosen her chosen what she wanted to be. And I think that men need to see this as an opportunity to stop making these mental mistakes. Jameis Winston almost got caught up in the same thing. He's having sex during a party with a female and she's accusing him of rape. I think this happens a lot on college campuses. You have a lot of people who are having these relationships, or not relationships, but having these relations during parties. And what's going to happen is those are going to be used against you. You got to be careful out here. Especially us as black men, we got to be careful, man. We cannot be making these mental mistakes. We can't afford to. We cannot afford to go out there and sleep around, throw our dick around, and think that nothing is going to happen. Why do y'all think so many of these college athletes get accused of sexual assault? These guys are going to these parties and they're sleeping with these drunk females. And these drunk females realize that they done had sex with one of these athletes, and now they feel embarrassed, they feel ashamed. Somebody probably saw it, and they're gonna feel so bad about what happened. They're going to go and they're going to claim that they were assaulted because they don't want people to think that they're a thought. It's when you mix a young female on campus with embarrassment, she's going to try to turn that embarrassment into sympathy. These women cannot handle embarrassment or what they perceive to be embarrassment. What they're going to do is they're going to use that opportunity to try to use it for some type of sympathy points. What's up, young? So I think that those guys, I think if they get with any women, it's going to be wives and longtime girlfriends. You're not going to see them, casually dating. If they learn from this, if these guys learn from this, So also you do have one element too, I saw in the chat room. You do have the women who will get rejected, right? They'll get rejected by a guy or he'll sleep with her and then he won't call her back. He won't communicate with her. And now all of a sudden she's in her feelings. And she's in her feelings because she thought she was going to get a relationship. And when that doesn't happen, now she's in her feelings. Now she wants revenge. That's what the Me Too movement is. The Me Too movement is a bunch of people getting upset because they were rejected. They were never going to be the girlfriend. They were never going to be as successful. They want those men to suffer. They don't want those men to have clean hands, And that's what it seems like in this particular situation. So I think those particular guys, when they look at the situation, man, they'll say, well, and the guys around them, they'll say, you know what, man, this was a very big, close call. This was something that can steer us in the right direction. Just like the situation with the girl on Tinder, it could be a situation that could steer them in the right direction. The guys that left knew what was going on. And they said to themselves, fuck that. And honestly, we all make mistakes. But sometimes having a father figure, having somebody who can be there for you as a man to basically show you right from wrong can help as well. Can help keep you out of these situations. It really can. But I will say this though. I would never try to sleep with no chick on no college campus. Because too much shit goes on in college. And women on college campuses like to get drunk. They like to party. Okay? And I know when you got a guy who, who may not be used to female attention, he's getting female attention all of a sudden from a female, but the chick is basically drunk and he ends up sleeping with her. You don't know how she's going to react to that, man. Maybe it was the alcohol that made her attractive. That made her attracted to you. That alcohol may contribute to her having slept with you, okay? Because that does happen. What's going on, Taylor? And that female can just change her mind one day and say, you know what, I did not mean to sleep with him. He assaulted me. That's why you gotta be careful, man. Just because a female is giving you attention and she's drunk, don't do it. Do not fall for it. It's complete 100% bait. It's bait. If you have a lot to lose, man, don't do it. If you're going to have sex with a female, have sex with a female who's conscious. Okay? A female who, basically you have to get consent from them. If you got to record a female saying she consents on one of these college campuses, do it. Because then she can't go back and say you assaulted her. At least you have yourself cleared. If you're going to sleep with these women on these college campuses, you have to do that stuff nowadays. Because these women can claim anything. I don't know what it is, but a lot of chicks like this female, this Nikki Jovino, they are used to lying. She's probably been getting trains ran on her for years. Okay? She was that girl in high school who was always comfortable around dudes. Okay? Always wanting to be in a dude's company. Y'all know the chicks from school who was always around dudes, who was known to have a bit of a reputation. She was probably one of those type of chicks who was always lying, always trying to date the good guy, but on the side, secretly, she's sleeping around with the athletes and the quote-unquote bad boys, the Pookies and Ray Rays. She's literally out here messing around with the Pookies and Ray Rays, but she's trying to date the Chads. She's trying to date the Chads. But she out here with Pookie and Ray Ray. Shout out to Turf. It says, orate to the masses, brethren, no filter. Appreciate that, man. The neighborhood bus stop. Yeah, she was that girl. And her behavior shows you that she was that girl. It's not that I'm trying to make things up and I'm going off of her behavior. I'm going off her behavior. She seems like a chick who's been manipulative for a long time. She's been manipulative for a long time. She's always gotten away with it. And the one time where she thought she was going to get away with getting sandwiched by these two dudes, she decided to go and lie to make herself look good. Because women like, not all women, but you got women like Nikki Jovino who likes to be the victim. They like to be the victim. They don't care who they have to take down, but they're going to they want the they want people to feel sorry for them. Somebody asked me about her charges. They don't have them up here. They don't have a charge. They don't have her charges here. Oh, I know she got a suspended sentence. But they don't say what she was convicted. Well, she had a plea deal. She pled guilty to second-degree falsely reporting an incident and 1 count of interfering with police. So that's her charge. The charges were, let's see, falsely reporting an incident and 1 count of interfering with police. So those were the charges. Okay, shout out to one. It says, Jay, why do black women do not want black men to talk about Jews negatively? I don't know. I mean, I've heard black people speak about Jews. I mean, if I'm going to speak about anybody, whether they're Jews or not, I'm going to speak accurately, you know? And I'm going to speak from what I know and from what I've researched. So, I mean, I don't have a beef with Jews, but I understand that Jews are basically running the entertainment industry and a lot of these news organizations. I understand that. But, again, that's from what I know. I only go off what I know, but I'm not going to bash anybody unless they're doing crazy, destructive shit that I know of, So, but yeah, people always want to ask me the Jew question. I mean, I'm not going to bash nobody. I don't care if they're Jews or not, unless it calls for me to speak that truth, but no. Did that answer your question? Did that answer your question? Tell me now. Nikki Yorvino, I hope that you're single forever, and I hope every man that you get with uses you. And because you're the girl who accused those 2 guys of assault, they just use you and use you. Just like these Me Too chicks. They use you and use you and use you. Okay, Taylor. Yeah, now I got people leaving the chat. But yeah, this is quite a situation, man. This is when lying on men goes wrong, and I think that women need to learn from this as well, because more women need to call this shit out. More women need to look at this and say, I'm distancing myself from women like this. This woman was thotting it up. Women, y'all gotta understand, women like this were thotting it up, okay? They were thotting it up, and now they want people to feel sorry for them. 1 minute they're crying, 1 minute they're rolling their eyes. Like, you don't know who they are. It's like they're a couple different people in one mindset. You know what I'm saying? Her dad is probably very proud of her. This is what you raised. She's getting banged out by brothers on a college campus that you paid for her to go. You must be really proud. You're paying for a lawyer to get her out of her own mess for lying. But I hope more women see this and speak out against this, because that's what I'm trying to do. I want more women to be able to look at these situations and say, you know what, he's not bashing women. He's showing you the type of women that you shouldn't want to be, the type of women that you should speak out on. And that's basically what I'm trying to do. That's basically what I'm trying to do, what I've been doing. Because when women speak out against these matters, I truly believe that it's effective. Why do you think that conservative women get so much flack? Because you can't really attack them like that. You know what I'm saying? You basically have to shame them. You can't really attack them. You can just only shame them. In this situation, she's making all women look bad. But I know she doesn't represent all women. But she does make a lot of women look bad. This is a situation that could have been avoided if she had just been, decent enough to not go to no party at 18 years old and have relations, or 18 or 19, and have relations with two dudes in the same night. But that's that Jezebel spirit. That Jezebel spirit got the best of them. And that's what the situation seems to have. Why was she following an abusive husband from Florida as well? She has. You know, Carl Elwood, that's because she was in love. That's why she did it. Because that guy wasn't as bad a guy as maybe the media wants to make him out to be. You know, the media wants to make him out into a bad guy. You know, and they need to look at the fact that woman stayed with him though and was with him, but they want to blame everybody else around her instead of, you know, understanding the fact that she's messed up her situation. Yeah, y'all more than welcome to super chat your questions, because I remember one time, man, there was one person, I would not answer their question. They just kept highlighting my name and highlighting my name. And I still kept ignoring them, you know. But at least because I know Carl. Carl's a supporter. He's part of the elite on Patreon, so, you know. Yeah, the Jezebel spirit got into her heavy that night, with her get with two different dudes at the same night, at the same party, and now she wants to blame these two guys for that. But she does need prayer. I think that, you know, she needs to be remorseful for the rest of her life, because this is a situation that will follow her unless she tries to change her identity, you know. But with all this social media, it's going to be a lot harder to do. Okay? Because trust me, people around, there are probably some people that know her family that are disgusted by this, you know. And they're going to be the main ones keeping tabs on her. There's people at that university that may know her, and they think that this situation was completely disgusting. And I will agree with them on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going to speak on this topic about. My mic is having issues, so I can't take calls. So that's going to probably shorten the show up a little bit. But I will come back with another topic. I don't want to dwell too long on this. This female disgusts me. I don't want to speak about her anymore. They've given her a half-hearted 3-year sentence with 2 years suspended, which is a joke. She needs to spend every bit of those 3 years in prison because the lives that she has ruined. But all this is going to do is red pill more men. And we need more situations like this to red pill men. Because you have a lot of these beta males, man, they don't want to be red pilled. They don't want to see what's in front of them. They don't want to see that these women are actually, women like this are actually their enemy. You cannot fix them. You cannot fix them. You cannot fix what is broken. You going and meeting a woman on a date, you seeing 1,000 other people, and you decided to stay and participate in push-up games and races. Shows y'all how weak men are getting. This is why I don't deal with the majority of you dudes, man. I just can't. Every video I post seems like there's always a man upset. Y'all should look at the comment section of my last couple videos. Why are men so upset? I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help y'all. You know, and y'all get upset when y'all see a lot of women on the platform, but these are women that have bigger, you know, fortitude than you. Shout out to Empty, says late fee salute. Appreciate that, Empty. Antoine, what's going on? I just want to know, me and other content creators are trying to red pill you, and you're getting mad and you're getting in your feelings. You're thumbsing down the videos. And these are men getting upset. There's probably going to be a man who thumbs down this video. Because there are men who want to live a lie. There are men who want to believe in fairy tales. They want to believe that women are perfect. They want to believe women are queens, especially women in America. There's nothing queenly about them. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I'm saying, it's like, but I'm moving forward. A lot of other content creators are moving forward. Yeah, a woman sent me this story. I think it was another guy too. Another guy sent me the two shells. I can't be totally that, but I did see yours and I saw another guy's. But it's like there are women who are disgusted by this shit, and there are men who aren't because they're willing to save these hoes, literally. But I just want y'all to go take a look at those comment sections. There are man, y'all don't even want to see the spam, not spam. Y'all don't even want to see the hidden comments that go straight to spam because these guys are in their feelings. It's always dudes that getting hurt the most. And something about that has to stop. Stop making these women seem like they're perfect. They're not. They mess up too. You had a woman who, I did a video, and y'all saw the video I did about the woman on Tinder. She literally said that she wanted to embarrass y'all. But here y'all are getting offended at my videos. I did a video today about a woman, a bridezilla, messing up her wedding, her relationship, and her friendships. And people are thumbsing that down. And I bet you half of them are from men because they're stuck in a marriage with a woman that they hate and they can't get out of it. Well, too bad. You shouldn't have met her in the first place. If you that hurt, if you're that in your feelings, I believe so, Illwoods. I think they're on their stomachs. I think they're laying on their mother's couches or their girlfriend's couch because they don't pay no bills. And they're commenting and they're upset. I literally had a dude who I believe leads an alternative lifestyle. He's in there arguing because of what I said about Tiana Taylor. Who the fuck would want to marry Tiana Taylor besides Iman Shumpert? And he's mad because I said that dudes shouldn't marry a chick like that. And it's always the dudes who would never marry women like that that get mad when you tell other people not to marry a woman like that. There's something in the water. Stop drinking the Spreaker water. Drink the water, bottled water from the stores, or get your water filtered. Something is going on there. I'm guaranteeing that there's gonna be men who are upset at this video. There are going to be men that are upset at this video. But y'all wonder why you're seeing more women here. Women understand who's real and who's just lying through their teeth to make them feel good about themselves. I have things set up the way I fucking want to have it set up. If you don't like my videos, don't watch it. Tiana Taylor is a singer, dude. Just look up Tiana Taylor. Good music. She signed a Kanye West label. She's been in the news. Stop drinking the Spreaker water, motherfuckers, and get some bottled water or purify your water before you drink it, because some of y'all are becoming more mentally confused every single day. And I know some of y'all are on medication. Some of y'all are on medication and y'all ain't taking it. I've been so, I'm not really surprised. I've just been amused at how many men get upset at every video I've done over the past couple of videos. Nothing but men are upset. What is going on? Are you upset because I speak to you like men? I don't kiss your ass. I don't tell you what you want to hear. You want a safe space? But this ain't the place for you. My channel and my chat room ain't a safe space for dumb motherfuckers. It just ain't. You are going to get that work if you say stupid shit. If you're writing, if you're in my comment section harassing people and trolling, you want to get booted out of there too. What's up, Patricia? I speak to men like men. I'm not speaking to you like we're buddies. I'm not going to speak to you as if I'm afraid or that, you know, I want to be your friend. That's not me. That's never been me. I'm trying to help you out. This is why I do stories like this. Because this could happen anywhere. It may not happen on the college campus. It could happen at an everyday party. It can happen at the club. They're going to accept their word over yours. You don't get this. I do. I've seen stories like this for the last couple of years. Women aren't even being held accountable for sleeping with underage boys. So you think they're going to be held accountable for lying on you? When y'all are out there trying to have sex with these women at parties and clubs while they're half drunk, and I'm telling you don't do that, and that gets in your feelings? Jay and I are friends. Y'all should just see some of those comments. Some of the ones that actually get through. It's nothing but men upset. Like, I had a dude arguing him on my Instagram. I had to block him. He's going from comment to comment arguing with people. And he claims he's a MGTOW. Get the fuck out my comment section. Shout out to Raiders 48 Gate. Says you're probably talking about their boyfriend, Jay. Probably so. Maybe I am. Maybe I am talking about their boyfriends. Because I think some of these guys got boyfriends too. Boyfriends and girlfriends. They got a living girlfriend. They got a boyfriend on the side. You can just tell by the way that they act and they react to my videos. The shit is crazy, man. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that logic is brought back. No pandering, no kissing of ass. I don't do that. I don't need to, you know. What's going on, Renee? Shout out to everybody that's here. This has been a good stream. I've had fun. Have you had fun? Was it fun for you? Like it was fun for me. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's here. Hopefully on the next stream I can take calls, but the sound is not the way that I want it. So I can't take calls, but I'm always ready to really just tell people what's really going on out here and not sugarcoat it, you know? No, they don't, Darcy. They don't accept logic. You know, they don't know what logic is. But hopefully soon enough they learn what it is. Because I'm going to speak it. I'm going to speak it. I'm going to always be honest, you know. Always be honest, you know. I'm all about that honesty. I can't lie to y'all, you know. You know, it's just like me making videos and not being passionate about it, you know. You can tell when I'm passionate, you know. And I think people hate my passion because they know I come from a real place. I'm not just telling you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I tell, you know what I'm saying? So respect yourselves too, dudes. Don't allow yourself to fall for anything, you know. Asian hair stores are back in business. I saw a picture of black women lined up to go into one of these Asian beauty supply stores. And I said, that tells you everything you need to know about the black community. Okay, cool, Darcy. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know I love each and every one of you, even you haters. I love your tears in my comment section, even though it's just weird. It is always men crying more than women. But, you know, hey, you know, we trying to reach people one person at a time. You know what I'm saying? One person at a time, you know. You may not like my personality. It may be a little strong. You know, you may not like how I go about things, but understand this. I do things for the right reasons. If something is done for the right reasons. If I speak on certain topics more than others, it's done for the right reasons. I take every opportunity to show y'all how entertainment reflects life, because it does. Everybody lives their lives on social media, you know. Okay, I try to live stream at least 5 days a week, CN, at least between the hours of 6 and 9 o'clock. So I would say between 6 and 8 o'clock, I'll be streaming at least 5 days a week. It's going to be Monday through Friday now. I will not be streaming on Saturdays and Sundays. The only way I would stream Saturdays and Sundays is if I didn't stream Friday or if I didn't stream that Monday. But Monday through Friday, I definitely will be streaming unless there's something that came up. The email is there on the screen. You can send topics, videos, you know. You ladies want to send me photos. I love it and appreciate it, okay? You know? Yeah, we need our weaves. Shelly says, I love the energy on this channel. I can't stay away, and Jay has the best mods. I appreciate that, Neon Eyes. Appreciate that, Neon Eyes. Neon Eyes, I appreciate that. Yeah, the mods are cool. I think I choose good mods, you know. But yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's cool. But let's see. You know, I like I said, I try to make these shows as interactive and fun as possible. I'm always gonna work to make them better. To my singer, Jaye being kind. Tiana's cool. I like Tiana's latest project. You know, I can give people credit where credit is due. You know, I think Kanye steered her in the right direction. I think Kanye steered Tiana in the right direction, but because her fans didn't like it, she kind of threw him under the bus a little bit, which I think was crazy, because she probably would have spent more money on production than she would have. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. You know, to have a guy like Kanye West as your in-house producer is gold, because you know how much he charges motherfuckers for the instrumental beats, like, and you getting him to produce a whole album, like, his vision. He has a good vision as far as music. He understands the landscape of the industry, you know, and that's a guy I'd want to have on my team. I don't know about anybody else. So shout out to everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Shout out to everybody